The commissions of both the House of Commons and Lords have decided that TikTok will be blocked from all parliamentary devices and the wider parliamentary network. Cybersecurity is a top priority for Parliament. However, we do not comment on specific details of our cyber or physical security controls, policies or incidents. So that's the breaking news. We understand that Scottish Parliament have followed suit as well, making their own announcement this afternoon. Here with me in the studio following events, former Senior Military Intelligence and Security Officer Philip Ingram. Philip, you'll have been watching the evidence from the TikTok CEO there. This is a really big issue in the US at the moment. The Department of Justice investigating the app, spying on US journalists, and now the wider question is being asked about data security, cyber security of Americans who use TikTok on their phone. I mean, some of the statistics, there's 150 million users in the US. There are 5 million US businesses on this platform.
Mm-hmm. If you want to make a surveillance device and you want to get it out there to capture big data, you want to make it something that goes viral, like TikTok has done. And if you want to make it free, well, nothing's free. Something has to be the commodity. And that commodity is the data of the users and the data that could be on the devices that those users are accessing the app through. And that's where the real concern comes in. And it's interesting as you look at more and more organisations banning it, like Parliament has just done. Donald Trump had originally banned it. As soon as Joe Biden came in, the current US president, he took that ban away. He's now looking at bringing the ban back in again after they look more and more into the data security behind it. And we've seen the same through UK Parliament and elsewhere. So the more people look at this, the more it goes back to the TikTok CEO, Shu Chu, giving evidence in the States at the moment, has turned around and said that they don't gather data on citizens and give that to the Chinese. Well, the parent company ByteDance, when it was called out a couple of years ago, actually then admitted it did get that data and it tracked some US journalists and an undisclosed number of other individuals, which it didn't give any detail behind. So there is this historical bit of where they haven't quite told the truth before.
Yeah, there was a bit of back and forth there between the Congresswoman and the TikTok CEO, Shu Chu, about what happens to that data. She mentioned, as you said, the fact that the Department of Justice is already investigating surveillance of US journalists through the app. And the big issue, of course, is the fact that TikTok is Chinese-owned. But the TikTok CEO there was saying, look, we're not under the control or manipulation of the Chinese government. And he was reminded that he was talking on oath and, you know, to say mistruths would be a federal crime. But just remind us, you mentioned there about the data gathering, and without being flippant here, a lot of people watching at home will be like, I've got TikTok on my phone, it shares videos. What kind of harmful data or vulnerable data are they getting from us, you know, doing a dance to a Beyonce song?
Well, it's not just necessarily accessing the dance to the Beyonce song, it's accessing your location. It's accessing your contacts. It can access your camera because you've given it permission to. It can access your microphone because you've given it permission to. There are some apps that are out there. There is code that can be put in them so that you can turn these things on even if you've turned your phone off. The terms and conditions that are in TikTok are very bland. You could interpret them in any way. So in effect, you're giving it permission to access anything that is on your device. So your personal photographs, your posts that you're putting up on other platforms that may just be there for friends, family, and you think you've locked down.
So it's ripe for harvesting.
It's harvesting everything. That's the real danger there is behind this. And whilst he was saying that the data is being held in the continental United States, where's the backup data being held? How is it transmitted to there? TikTok targets videos to those that are using it that feed the same sort of subject areas that they're looking at. How's it doing that? Because there's algorithms going behind this, analysing all of the data and all the interactions that you're doing. And you've given it permission to do that when you accept terms and conditions. And then it's targeting other things that it thinks that you want to see, embeds advertising within that, and that's how it gets its revenue. It can be very, very, very manipulative.